At some point of life you'll feel like, okay, I gotta do something because the life that I'm living right now isn't something that I would love to live in the future. And a couple of years ago I had the same feeling, but there was a problem and there were just consequences of the decision that I made. And I believe that these are just two sides of the same coin, that you want to do something new, you want to try something new, like you want to change your life, and you're too afraid of what other people are going to talk about you. and if you ask any of my friend who knows me for like at least 2 years at this point, they were like, nah, bro, you're not the type of person who would just care about what other people talk about you. And they're kind of right, because I either don't care about a certain thing, or I just overthink for hours or even days about that certain thing. I don't know how I was even able to take myself or carry myself on a day-to-day basis, because there were so many insecurities I had at this point, at that moment. But yeah, I'm just glad I just overcome that. Uh, when the moment I realized that the opinions of the people that I'm afraid of aren't going to be at my funeral. So what am I even afraid of? Think about it for a second. What are we even afraid of? Those people would be talking bad about ourselves, won't be there at our funeral. So why do we even care about them? As simple it is. Now, people will always have something to talk about you. You may be successful, you may be unsuccessful, you may be the richest man in the world, you might be broke, you might have a car, you might have a home, you might be homeless. Whatever you have, you might be strong, you might be fit, you might be weak, whatever it is. Okay, people will always have something to talk about you, and it's kind of nature of human. And I believe like those people don't even care about you, just want a certain topic to talk about for a certain time. But this shouldn't be a priority, that you are listening or you are just too consumed by what other people talking about you or about anything else. Okay, your primary goal should be focusing on yourself, and for that you need to be shameless in your pursuit for the greatness. Because if you are too shameful, that okay, there's this talk about me, this, there's that, bro, you're never gonna go to the levels that you want to achieve. Okay, um like there are gonna be most successful people in any field of the world, and they're like hating on literally anything, but those people don't even care about them. And that's same as I don't even care about what haters has to say about me, because I'm out here chasing my own perfection, I'm out here chasing my own greatness. And that's the mentality that you need to have. Now if you're afraid that if some of your friendship or relationship will fall apart just because you are just doing the things that you're passionate about, or just creating content, you're just too cringe for creating content, then I gotta say that you do not have the real friends. Okay, the people you're gonna lose in the journey aren't your real people. Okay, I'm so blessed to not experience this in the first place, because I have so many friends who just literally support me on everything that I do. And they are actually the people who create content themselves, go to gym themselves, and do so many things that I just do in my life. So yeah, I was just pretty selective, pretty wise with choosing the friends that I have at this point. So yeah, my mom was right. Okay, so yeah, you gotta be selective with the people that you choose to friend with, because they will either help you to level up to the next level, or they will just drag you down to the level that they are at this point. Okay, so apart from that, if other people's opinion might be a close one, so everything like that, if their opinions are influencing you, your thoughts and your actions, then you are just kind of slave to the external factor, to the external thing that you cannot control. And if you are a slave, then how you expect to live a better life? Because slaves doesn't have any right to live a better life. That's the thing that you need to understand it. Okay. Now you might be bad at something. Okay. It's like me. Okay. It's like any other successful person in the world. You might be bad at something and you're too afraid that, yeah, I'm just kind of bad, and the people that other people are talking about me are just kind of true. You got to understand that you do not have to be great at something in order to get started, but you definitely need to get started in order to great at something, because nobody is good at first attempt, but nobody is bad after 1,000 attempts. I'm recording this video might not be as good as I'm supposed to be, but if I think right now that I'm not good enough or I just stop, I want to get better at it in the first place. And that's the reason why I need to just bear the others' opinion, okay, whatever that comes in my way, and just go ahead and create more content. Okay, that's the only way that I'll get better. Now, if you have some sort of like, okay, they are prodigies, they are just naturally good at whatever they do, you need to understand that who decides they are the prodigies. I might say myself that I'm going to be the greatest cricketer ever in the game, okay, in the future. I might declare myself as a prodigy. That doesn't even matter, okay? Those prodigies are the best player, are the best people, work twice as hard when nobody's watching. So it's just the same thing at the end of the day, that you got to do the work, and you should just ignore the noise and just focus on your pursuit for the greatness. Okay, that's the most important thing that you need to focus on. Now, I don't know, why are we even aware, or why are we even just thinking, getting ourselves into the illusion that what others gonna talk about you? Because to be honest, I'm creating content, and for last 2 years now, or even even in the lockdown, I used to create a lot of content about cricket and everything like that. But I've barely got any of the comments where they were actually the hate comments and they were making any sense. Okay, you won't get, you won't get any sort of sense in the hate comment. So why are we afraid to look, to just get deframed by the fools in our pursuit to become great? Think over for a second. I might be just over explaining this at this point, but yeah, that's the reality that you need to have, that you need to understand, is that it is what it is. So the question that I have for you guys is that, would you rather would you rather to go ahead and continue to live a normal life where people will talk about you either way, or would you just go on your path that's going to lead you to the life that you want to live, but the people's going to talk about you either way? Okay, people's going to talk about you anyways, but which path you would love to walk on? The decisions you're going to make is going to influence the life that you're going to live in the future. Yeah, whatever the decision you make, I wish you very good luck for that. And that's for the video. Talk soon.